Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Now, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From Viking territory now, they come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Samuel going to go in motion right. Here's Purdy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
In motion right, Debo. Purdy looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards that time for number 19.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Again, McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Black. Hey, we're good. Listen to me. Leave it. Bring up 48. Hey, yellow.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Purdy. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Cousins here going to change the play. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins.
Finding space at the 40.
And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Cousins now from the 50.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hey, 382, let's get it.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Two.
On the toss, here's Nwangu.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
3rd and 3.
Leave it. Bring up 48. 300. Through. Yellow. Gun.
Throwing, Cousins. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now Cousins going to change it up. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
First. Zebra.
Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Gun. Hey, we're good. Gun. Listen to me. Gun. Leave it. Bring up 48.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Escaping the... Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Hey, no, easy. Gun. Hey, steamer. Hey, can.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Purdy from the gun. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here's Purdy.
And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Now Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Cousins from the gun on third. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Two. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun. Zebra. Wait time.
Here's Cousins. Across midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 32-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7. And now they'll shift things around. Now it's Nwangu.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down.
Good route here. Black.
Throwing is Cousins. And he is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangu with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is now 14-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
shotgun now with Purdy. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Purdy from the gun on third down.
And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now a give running left is Nwangu.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Gone.
Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Here's Nwangu.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Gun.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Nwangu.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Gun.
On the run is Nwangu.
And he's across for the touchdown.